What up, what up, what up? What's good, y'all? Back here with another live stream. Getting set to watch Croatia and Argentina clash head to head. You know who I'm going for. I'm going for Croatia. Um, yes, I know the circumstances aren't ideal. Whoop, my mic. There we go. Stay still, would you? Yeah, I know the circumstances aren't ideal. If Croatia wins, I just hope that France loses tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. If Argentina wins, I hope France wins tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But yep. Right now I'm currently solo. Jason Alameo currently knocked out, probably asleep. Per usual, can't show up on time to my streams, but he blows a gasket when people can't show up to his. So it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let me just double check that my audio is coming out clear. I'm trying something new. I have my AirPod. All right. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. What I don't like about adjusting this microphone is that it makes a lot of noise. What I don't like about adjusting this microphone is that it makes a lot of noise. All right, it's working. Oh. Let me adjust my seat here, y'all. There we go. That's better. Modric. Cunha. Cunha is suspended, and I don't know who else. Montiel, I think his name is. Something like that. Perisic. The only reason I see why I say Argentina is going to win this is because the Lionel Messi factor, and Croatia is a bit older, so. DePaul has it here. DePaul, there we go. Ooh. And Livakovic stops it. Kovacic has it now. Lautaro Martinez. Enzo. McAllister has it now. DePaul. Enzo. Messi has it now. Oscar going solo again, y'all, for the first half, most likely. Oop. DePaul. Paredes. Oh my god. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see if I can get Jason in here. Right now, it's all Argentina, y'all. Kovacic. Perisic has it now. Ivan Perisic. Enzo. Paredes. What worries me about this ref is that he favors Argentina a lot. So Enzo. McAllister's in the penalty box. Guardiola. Or Guardiola, rather said. He's a Croatian that doesn't end in itch. I found that interesting, or ick. Ooh, Janovic. And that was foul. He ran 55 meters, whatever that is in kilometers. Hold on. Alexa, 55 meters converted to miles.
55 meters is about 180 feet.
Oh, that's 180 feet. If you divide that by 3 per yard, that's 60 yards. And they... Brozovic has it here. Kovacic. Modric has it now. Oh, Oh, corner kick for and Modric with two Argentinian guys around him were able to get around, give it to another Croatian player, and now they got a corner kick. Let's see what happens here. Can Modric is going to take this corner kick? And nothing happens. Oh, come on, stupid microphone. Stop moving around. Stay right here. Thank you. Stop moving. Modric has it here. And nothing. McAllister. Oh, Modric and stole the ball. Now Modric has it. Free kick, and I don't know who committed the foul. Let's see. Kovacic. Basavic. It's ESPN. I'm not. Enzo Fernandez now has it. DePaul now has it. DePaul. Leo and fail. Kovacic. Nothing. Argentina with possession of the ball, but can't do anything because of the Croatian defense. And they attacked in the penalty box, but nothing happens there. Croatia ball. Argentina with pressure on Croatia right now. Stop moving here. Enzo Fernandez. Messi. DePaul. I feel like if this goes into a 0-0 draw at halftime, it would be a win for Croatia. Sosa. I mean, a Croatia lead would be even better, right? McAllister now. And Dominik Livakovic. Livakovic. I don't know how to pronounce that. Makes the save there. Nice save. All right, there we go. Argentina recovered it. DePaul. Messi and nothing. and they fouled a Croatian player. Now Croatia has the ball on a free kick. This microphone really needs to stop moving, I swear. Perisic. Sosa. All right, let's see what happens here on this free kick. Nothing. And Messi now has it. Molina de Paul. And Modric makes the save defensively. There you go. Throw in. Abramovich. They saved the corner kick. Did Croatia, I think. Abramovich. Modric. Brozovic. DePaul. Modric has it now. Abramovich. Perisic, come on. And nothing. Mendy Howe. So Wow. What a miss. And there's a penalty. Of course, this would happen. Oh, man. Alvarez. All right, Livakovic. This is where you earn your stripes. Penalty for Argentina, y'all, right now. This is disgusting. They stopped the goal, but foul in the penalty box. And of course, Messi's going to take this. Can Livakovic stop the GOAT right now? Let's see. Thirty-third minute. Oh man, I'm miserable. And he made it. Messi. Nice defensive play by Croatia, but it resulted in a foul and a penalty, and Messi does the rest. Croatia now has to get on the offensive. Ugh. Now Croatia has 12 minutes in the first half and a full 45 minutes plus added time in the second half to get something done here. And this is why I hate Lionel Messi. Croatia now has it. Sorry for the background. If you hear hammering, it's my uncle making repairs. Making repairs to a stair that broke downstairs. So please forgive the hammer time. Perisic now. Come on, Kovacic. So you have McAllister. Corner kick. Corner kick now. Oh, man. And 2-0. Oh, man, this is so disgusting. Julian Alvarez makes the goal after the counterattack where no one took the corner kick. The ball roamed free. Argentina got it. They ran across and then they passed it in. And it was a good goal, but 2-0. Should I write? Should I write Croatia? We'll see. Crap. Messi now has it again. Messi. Enzo Fernandez. McAllister. DePaul. Molina. And they're asking for a handball. Freaking Argentinians. Corner kick. Croatia just gave up and is going home. This is disgusting, y'all. Messi now with the corner kick. Oh! And he saved it. Livakovic saved it off of the header. Wow. Saved the 3-0. It could have been a bludgeoning to Croatia. And another corner kick here. And nothing. All right, Croatia, can you at least get at least a goal before half so we can make this an entertaining second half? Make Argentina sweat a little bit, because no disrespect, you're no Netherlands. DePaul and Argentina has the ball back. DePaul, Kramovic. Modric now. Pasovic. Sosa. Kovacic. In the box, Kramovic. Oof. And almost there. We're about to close out the first half. I'll talk about half. I'll talk a little bit during halftime, but then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, y'all. And they added 4 minutes of stoppage time. So it's 4 minutes of Croatia. Let's see if Croatia can do something before half. Let's go. Another notification. Paredes. Guardiola now covered it. Molina, DePaul, Messi recovered it. DePaul Perisic, Messi. Messi continues with the ball. Mendy. Alvarez. McAllister. And nothing. Kovacic. Modric. Sosa. Mavic. Modric. It's Perisic. Argentina's ball. Ugh. Croatia's done, y'all. I'm sorry. Croatia is done. Kovacic. Kovacic. Argentina still at Messi. Foul. All right. And that is halftime. All right. Before I go to my break, 2-0 Argentina. The penalty where the defense made a good play, that good stop, to prevent a goal, but I guess there was a foul. That really changed the tone. Messi took the penalty, scored it 1-0. Apparently, they gave a red card to one of the bench players of Croatia for I don't know what, and then Alvarez with an incredible, run on a counterattack that Croatia was about to, maybe tie it or whatever. They missed the corner kick. Like I said, Alvarez with a great counterattack scores the second goal, 2-0, and that is your halftime score. Croatia can't do anything right now. I honestly think that they are done. They're just gonna, I don't see them being Netherlands where they come back 2-0 and they get 2 goals with 45 minutes plus stoppage time or whatever. I think the way that Argentina was playing, they really could have been 3-4 goals up by half. So we'll see if things change. I say they Croatia is done for, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. But that's it for my quick recap. Unfortunately, Jason isn't here yet, or isn't here to do his takeaways, but we'll see if he shows up. He'll text me at some point. But until then, guys, I'm gonna take my break. I'll be right, and I'll be back to start off the second half. But already, I'll be back.
wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, outside of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the
All right, y'all. I am back. Hold on. Let me turn on my camera. We're back for the second half. There we go. All right. Again, forgive me for the hammering, tappity tap tap. My uncle is doing repairs to the house. Again, I apologize in advance for that. Jason may or may not show up. Croatia needs to do something here in the next 10 minutes. At least, give or take. Modric. Nothing. Man, this Croatian team is so bad. The Paul now has it. McAllister. Oh, Messi. And nothing. McAllister. And McAllister may be hurt. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Free kick for Croatia here now. Kovacic is hurt too. Oh no, it's Brozovic that probably is hurt. Oh man. Lovren. Oh, the defense. Kramovic, come on. Modric, come on, man. Ah. Argentina now has it. Modric, come on. Come on, Ivan Perisic, come on. Petrovic. Come on. Croatia. Croatia recovered it. So Croatia's doing better on ball recovery here. Come on. Modric. Croatia recovered it now. Let's go. Come on. Petrovic. Guardiol. Oh, Croatia. There's the third goal. Oh, defense. Messi has it now. McAllister here. The Fernandez now has it. Messi, Guardiola. Oh! And Dominik Livakovic, whatever his name is, saves it. Takes it away. All right, there we go. Again, Croatia ain't going to do crap, but whatever. Come on, Modric, do something. What's the minute? Alexa, World Cup score today.
Today in the World Cup, Argentina and Croatia kicked off at 2 p.m. estate.
Alexa, Argentina score. Alexa, Argentina score. Alexa, Argentina score.
Today in FIFA World Cup, Argentina lead Croatia 2-0 in the 59th minute.
59 minutes is going to be an eternity. With this result, I'm sorry, Morocco, but I have to go with France. "30 minutes left, and Croatia with no signs of doing anything." DePaul. Oh, and almost a tied game right there, or not a tied game, almost a goal. Argentina goalkeeper saved it and deflected it away. Let's see who's calling. Oh, but whatever, I don't care. Enzo Fernandez, McAllister. Free kick for Argentina, and Alvarez is going to take this. Oh, come on. Enzo. Messi. Free kick for Croatia. Yay. They're not going to do anything with it, though, because they're too conservative and too old. They don't know how to do crap. I don't know how they made it to the finals in 2018. DePaul. Dramovic, come on, come on. Oh, nothing. Kovacic. DePaul now. Crap. Modric very well defensively. Here we go. Siege. Here we go. Ugh. Come on. At least score a goal, freaking Croatia, and make this interesting in the last few minutes. All right. Let's look at the minute here. World Cup score today.
Argentina is leading Croatia 2-0 in the 68th minute of the FIFA World Cup semi.
Modric, and there's 22 minutes left plus stoppage time. Ivan Perisic shuts it down. Let's see what happens here. They got 22 minutes to do something important. Messi, Guardiola stops it. And 3-0. Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi. Great combination. Game over. Game over, y'all. That was the dagger. There's no way Croatia's going to get 3 goals in 20 minutes. This is just a miserable stream for me. And depending on if France and Morocco be entertaining, and Morocco beat France. Watch that happen tomorrow. Shoot. Nice save from Tito Martinez from a Perisic free kick. Woohoo. I just checked out of this game, y'all. Like, I'm done. Like, this game, it's over. Argentina's going to the final. I just checked out of this game, y'all. Like, I am so done. Modric now has it. "15 minutes to go." The fans are singing for Argentina right now. Just biased punks. Messi. Oh, I got a message. I might get Jason for like the last 10 minutes of this bullshit of a game. Shit. Is that Jason?
I'm here.
What's up, man?
Not much. I was asking if you were live because I entered one stream, but it was your Morocco one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for tomorrow,
Yep.
right? Yeah, that's why I was like, wait,
What's
what?
that tomorrow? What's tomorrow's game be competitive? Dude, this is disgusting, bro. Freaking Croatia can't do jack shit.
I wonder how like they're one of the best teams in the World Cup this year, and they can't play against Argentina.
It is because they don't have main guys. First off, second off, most of their team is old. By the way, how do I sound? Because I have you in my AirPod. Like I can hear you through my AirPod, but I have my mic is connected.
You're fine.
Oh, okay. This is the first time I actually took a page out of your playbook. I wasn't sure how it was gonna sound. So
What do you mean a page out of my playbook?
that's what you do, don't you?
No, I make the speaker my iMac. I put the AirPod in.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
but whenever you guys talk, you guys come out of my Mac.
Oh. Well, you're coming out of my AirPod, so
How am I sounding in your AirPod?
you're good.
Okay,
Sounds like you're using your mic.
that's right.
This mic can never stay still, bro. I'm so annoyed.
Dude, just leave it be and just talk. It's on its little legs. Just make sure that the little legs are apart.
They are apart. It's just that like the mic, I'm trying to point it to like the top towards my mouth.
No, don't do the top towards your mouth. It's the side. Because the top, it doesn't really have a great sound. Plus, when you put a pop filter on a mic on this kind of microphone, it goes on the side, not the top. The only part that goes around the top is the little handle part. So don't point the mic towards you, but if you hold the mic itself, right, and then you hold down the little, I don't even know what you call it, but there's a little part where you can hold the legs down. You can move the actual mic to where the side faces you more and more and more. You just move it back, or you can bend it completely forward or bend it backwards.
On the little legs, it's moving, it's swinging, or it's swaying. It doesn't stay still.
That's why you hold it down with that. There's a little flat area on the legs, where on the back of the mic, where you hold it down, and that, I mean, even when yeah, that's why. So if I don't hold it down, then it moves. But if I hold it down, it moves. If I hold it down, it doesn't move.
Can this game be over already? Is it really necessary to play the last 10 minutes?
I'm trying to find the fucking game. Well, first off,
Fox. It's either on Fox, or if you want to watch it on Telemundo, you can.
No, I know it's on Fox. It says no network connection. What the fuck is it talking about? It's connected. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not streaming the final, bro.
Why?
Doing this by myself is so annoying and so boring.
Dude, I'll join you for the final. It's this Sunday.
Dude, you showed up late.
Because I'm doing finals. I'll be done with finals.
And plus, I don't want to be miserable on a stream if Argentina's winning it.
Oh, come on.
No, I'll just do a video.
No, Oscar, come on.
No, I'm doing a video. I already made up my mind.
All right, fine. I'll do the live stream. You join me. Although it wouldn't fit my live stream because I don't do soccer.
Oh, that's good.
You're being a
They
little.
almost made it 4-0. Yay. Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Open DirecTV. There we go.
Not saying anything, but I'm kind of happy that I don't have Naeem here because Naeem would have been like, "What's the score? 3-0. How much time is left? 9 minutes, give or take." Oh, don't worry, man. They can score a goal every 3 minutes and they'll tie it. That's not how that works.
If they did that, Argentina's defense would be so bad.
Basically.
Here we go. No, I don't want speak or first things first. Did you hear that Nick Wright has his own show now?
Isn't it first things first?
No, it's an independent show now.
Oh, I don't like the way he talks. So, and he just like freaking Skip Bayless is a Tom Brady lover. He's a Patrick Mahomes lover. So I
Yeah, but
tend to
he's
avoid.
so he's doing it with his son, and he's gonna be like in his sweats, and it's gonna be more like relaxed and more like. I'm interested to watch it at least once. Cause Skip Bayless, I mean, I like Skip Bayless's podcast. I like Club Shay Shay more. Have you watched Shannon
No,
Sharp's?
I have not.
Oh, it's so cool, dude. He had an interview with Travis Kelsey.
Oh yeah.
But he like interviews people and all that. It's
No,
different. 'Cause Skip Bayless is
I
just him
guarantee you, if it
talking.
was up to Skip, Skip would only have people who love the Cowboys. Granted, in the
Mm.
past, freaking what's that? Undisputed would have guests, and sometimes the guests, there were certain things that like they were Cowboy fans too, but they were like, "Yo, Skip, you can't ignore this, this, and this." He was like, "No." I'm like, and they're
Yeah,
like,
well, they used to have guests in general. Now it's like,
now they're like, Skip is a no red is like a no zone.
well, when he had Terrell Owens on there and he tried grilling him, and Shannon just sat there.
Okay, I need to find that clip because I don't
I'll
know.
send it to you. He's basically like, because you know how Terrell Owens, he's kind of a loose cannon, and
Yes.
so he screams at the refs and he does crazy shit behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically is Tom Brady but black. And I hate to put it that way, but it's true. So Skip is like, well, you also do this on the sidelines. You're like this on the
Well,
like
Terrell
this,
Owens,
and
he
then
doesn't have a right to be acting like that because he doesn't even have a ring either.
a what?
He doesn't have a ring.
Oh,
He
it
never got
doesn't
a ring
matter.
with the Eagles. And here's the thing:
Tom Brady don't have a right to act like that. And he's
his
got
prime
7.
years happened when he was with the Eagles. When the Eagles were always good. When the Eagles were basically the Green Bay Packers of the 2000s. When the Eagles
Yeah,
would go to the NFC Championship back to back to back to back to back, and they would always lose.
but here's the thing, right? Terrell Owens' point was, well, you ignore Tom Brady when he does it, and he cries
Yeah.
over small calls, and it's just like he's attacking him. And Shannon Sharp he only intervenes once, like, oh, I get it, you're trying to say this, yeah, but not actually defending him. If it were me, oh no.
Yeah, no, like Skip, like I think that after that they're like, okay, we're just gonna make this a 2-man because apparently Skip, even though he doesn't listen to Shannon either.
No, he doesn't. Which Skip thinks we're gonna beat the Eagles in 2 weeks. Skip. He thinks we're gonna beat the Eagles. Can you
At
believe it?
least there's a plus side for that 24th for that Christmas Eve. At least football will happen on Saturday.
Huh? Oh.
Oh man, that'll be bored Sunday.
Yeah, because there's no Christmas Day games, right?
I think there's only like 3.
And your Commanders aren't playing that week.
Yes, they are. They're playing the 24th.
Oh yeah, both of our teams.
Except yours is playing at what time?
Like a 125 game.
Oh,
Oh,
what the heck? So both of our games are at 4 o'clock?
I'm pretty sure because Tyler wanted to do like a because I asked because he knows how to
I'm
like
not
say
doing
like,
another stream with Tyler.
oh come on.
I can't take another delusional ass fan.
Yeah, but they lost this time. Every time they lose, it's either we got to make excuses. If this guy had caught that one, and then Crosby didn't do this, but if he would have done this with the ball, we could have it. And then I love when Marvin just cut in that interview and said, "Sorry, you know what you sound like? You sound like a sorry ass Raiders fan."
Damn.
He literally said that on the interview. If you go look at it, he said, "You you're making excuses. If he would have caught this, if he would have caught that, if the Raiders would have played, they would have won." Or something like that. Marvin just crushed Tyler. That's why I would love to have him on a stream. Because the Raiders gave away a game that honestly, Baker Mayfield, Skip thinks Baker Mayfield's the best thing since life spread.
Nope.
And he tried rubbing it in Shannon's face on Friday, like, oh, see?
Okay, but where are the Rams now? Like, it would have been, not to say anything, but I feel like Skip's bragging for that game is for nothing because the Rams
Well, they're not
aren't
even in
going
the
anywhere.
playoffs. They're not even in the playoffs.
They're not even in the hunt.
Not even in the hunt. And he's like, but his point is about Baker Mayfield. See? He's back.
Okay, yeah, he's a rental, though, because the Rams don't have their main quarterback. If Matthew Stafford would have been able to go, Baker Mayfield wouldn't have gone there. He most
And I don't
likely
think it would have been that low. I think the Raiders. I think the Raiders. I think it would have been a higher scoring game had Stafford been in there
Oh no, it would have been a blowout for.
because that's why the Rams were down 16-3. That's why for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Not even the first 3 quarters. It was like the first. Like they scored the 2 touchdowns in like what? With 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's only because the Raiders do, as you put it, what Raiders do.
I just like how they basically pushed out the Patriots Raiders game out of prime time to put the Commanders and the Giants in prime time. I'm like, of course you guys had to do that to me. I hate primetime games, dude. I hate nighttime games. I don't know why.
I love them because I can wake up late. See, my mom's going to work on Christmas Eve, so I want to take Emily somewhere because I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. I don't want her to be fucking home by herself. And I also don't want to be home by myself. Like, it's a
I
holiday.
mean, you're by yourself 90% of the time, so.
Well, yeah, but this is a holiday, dude. It's like a family. I'm always used to, before my stepmom became, let out. Regina, you're a bitch. I don't care. I'm on a live stream, so. She doesn't watch anyway. So, especially if I don't publicize it.
It's Assholes Collective. What do you think?
No, she's not gonna find it on that because that's just our account, your account. But anyway, in our team. So before it would be like I'd like have tamales or something with my mom for dinner, and then I'd go with dad, or I'd spend Christmas Eve with dad, spend all day Christmas Day with mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, or it would be like split Christmas Eve, spend Christmas Day with mom, or split both days. But now it's like my stepmom's such a bitch. I mean, I don't talk to my stepmom. I like how I try to correct myself. By the way, I'm just watching Croatia play, and I'm being disappointed. They're not even putting in any effort. Any effort.
Nope.
I wonder if they're just intimidated by Messi. Like,
what's sad?
God,
They were competitive. They were competitive the first 30 minutes, but once they got that penalty, they were like, "All right."
Well, they just deflated. the team.
Well,
But
you should
anyway,
if they were going to do that, you shouldn't have committed a penalty. You should have just
that's
because
right.
they stopped the goal from happening, but then a foul, and I'm like, oh, penalty. I'm like, ah, crap.
Well, this might be an Argentina Morocco.
I'm sorry, but
Go.
I'm cheering for France tomorrow. Like I cannot.
I think France is a little weaker though because
I don't want Morocco
France
to be
should not have
embarrassed by
allowed England
Argentina.
to be that strong on Friday on Saturday. They should not have allowed England to even dream of catching up, and they kind of were. They let it loose against France. They almost lost it against France. So I have a feeling Morocco is gonna have fun with France.
I mean, they got nothing to lose, but I feel like France. I want France to win tomorrow because I don't want Morocco to go into the World Cup and then for Argentina to easily beat Morocco in the first half.
I think they'd easily beat France.
Again, I reiterate, I'm still on the brink of teetering towards doing a live stream, but maybe not. But if Morocco wins it, I am definitely not doing a live stream.
Oh come on! You never know what's gonna
For a
happen
game
in the
to
World
end
Cup.
early in the first half, no thank you.
How do you know it's gonna end early in the first half? What if something happened? We thought the game with Argentina and Netherlands was gonna up. It's over. That's it.
Are you not watching this game?
Yes, but how do we know that Morocco's gonna act like these Croatian asses? Up here I am being racist.
I'm gonna say something. I'm probably gonna get canceled for it, dude. It's black people. What do you expect?
Oh. And they're supposed to be the athletic type. Oops. No, Croatia, they're Asian.
No, I'm talking. No, they're not. They're European.
No, they're Europe, but they speak some kind of Asian or whatever.
No, but I'm talking. I'm talking about. I'm talking about Morocco, dude.
Oh, Morocco. Ooh-ah-ee-ee? Oh, shit. That's racist. You don't know how they're gonna play, Oscar.
Please whistle. Please blow the whistle. Please end this game so I can turn it off.
Hey, you haven't done any recaps, have you?
No, because I spoke throughout the live stream who I'm picking.
Okay.
Plus, Sunday I was busy. I couldn't do any recordings yesterday because my uncle was making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I couldn't do my live stream either.
Granted,
Not my live stream, my post game. I couldn't do it.
granted, today during the live stream he was making a lot of noise, but it stopped.
If it's a sports live stream and I'm with a guest and we're just watching games or whatever, I tend not to make a big deal about noise because it's like, so what? There's already noise. However,
All right, game over.
When it's a live stream with me, you, and Tyler, and we're discussing shit, you know what I mean? Like I make a big deal because it's like, hey, like, dude, you have no idea the kind of editing I had to do on the live stream to get my mom's ass out of it.
All right. Yep, we're done. All right, 3-0. Don't give a crap. I knew Argentina was gonna smash Croatia after the first 2 goals were scored.
I think Messi's gonna win it this year, man.
Oh man, no.
Which, if that happens, I might just go into hiding for a month.
Yeah, Messi would actually put the GOAT debate to bed, actually, because not only did he go to 2 World Cups and Cristiano Ronaldo go to none, he actually won one.
Whoa. He's been to the World Cup, just not the World Cup final.
Yes, he has.
So then why would you say he's gone to none?
I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant. Like
Ronaldo's been to the World Cup.
Not been to World Cup final.
Oh, final? Yeah, that's true. This would be Argentina's second time in the World Cup final in 8 years. Yeah,
Yep.
because they lost to Germany the last time.
Am I hoping that they lose to France on Sunday? Yes, I'm riding the France hype train.
Okay. I am too, but I can't talk.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
I am too, but
Train crashes at Morocco.
Oh.
And
What was I gonna say?
I'm like, Morocco, you really just want to be embarrassed by Argentina. Okay, cool.
So anyway, I need to
You
find.
you guys are really fixing for Messi to win that World Cup. I see how it is.
Seriously though, seriously, they are. Unfortunately. Anyway, so I need to find something to do for Christmas because, like, normally I'd go to my dad's, but there's a
Even for Christmas Day, because Christmas
Huh?
Eve you can just watch football.
Okay, I would if it were just me, I wouldn't mind it. Or if my sister was like, 18 and up and she could do her own thing, I wouldn't mind. But I mean, I'd take her to my dad's if the bitch was. I mean, his wife wasn't there.
I don't know. Spend time with your brother. Is your brother and your sister-in-law working that day? Because you can hang with them.
I think they're either gonna go to her grandma, or I think they're going to, or I think that they're going to go to my dad's. I could ask my big brother. If not, I think my uncle. Huh?
Gathan, I mean Nathan.
Nathan, yeah. Nate. Yeah, so I mean I could do that. I could so I'll figure it out.
Well, I'm gonna be here at home, so.
Aren't you guys doing anything?
No, because my mom actually, because she actually granted in El Salvador there is no such thing as Thanksgiving. Is the reason why she basically had the employees work here during Thanksgiving. So they're here eating turkey, not knowing what it means. Anyways,
did no one explain it? Like, hey,
no.
The fuck? I would have been like pulling it. Hey, esto es porque todo.
I mean, I'm assuming they know, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. Anyway,
but my mom basically worked out a schedule where they actually are not going to be working here Christmas. What they're doing next week or this upcoming week is they're coming here this week.
Yeah.
They're coming. They're gonna pick up, drop off some stuff, and they're leaving. I think like Tuesday or Wednesday next week, or this Sunday or whatever, and then they're gonna come back next Tuesday, do the same thing, pick up, drop off, and leave Thursday, so that way they can be over there Friday, and they won't come back until the following Wednesday.
So your mom's not even gonna be home for Christmas.
Mm-mm.
What about?
Actually, no. She's gonna be here,
and
then for New Year's, she's gonna go spend it with my stepdad over there. Even though I'm like, you want to spend El Salvador over there for 2 weeks, right? You're not gonna. She's like, I'm gonna rest here. I'm like, rest my ass. You don't rest here. You go to the store or you answer client calls.
Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do for Christmas then? Since you'll be there.
Nothing.
Oh.
She's probably gonna go visit her her sister-in-law.
Wait, Croatia's playing again on Saturday.
Oh, that's to figure out who the best third place team is.
Oh, because they said the knockout stage.
No, what they do, even though I don't know why they do this. So the teams that lose in the semifinals, I guess to give them a consolation prize, they play a game before the final, the day before, to see who gets third place.
Fuck that.
I know, right? I'm
Uh,
like, the heck? I'm like,
Who wants to be the loser? Come on in. Who wants to show that they couldn't get to the final? Me. Anyway, so yeah, that's a lot of things I gotta do.
so that's what's probably gonna end up
Dude,
happening.
this month is going by fast.
She's probably gonna go. She's probably gonna go visit her sister-in-law, which I'm not. I don't really
Where's
care.
the sister-in-law?
She lives like in a town called Chantilly, Virginia, which is like a little bit like further. I think I want to say west from like where Naeem lives.
Okay. No Nut Village.
Basically,
What did
yeah. I don't like her sister-in-law. She runs her mouth too much.
She's what?
She runs her mouth too much.
Okay, like give me an example.
Okay, so a few years back, I think it was 2018 bleeding into 2019, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
It was New Year's Eve. So we go to my family that lives in Maryland, right? First we went to go eat sandwiches at her place cuz she actually makes bomb ass food. I'll give her that. But then my mom's like, you know what? Let's go to my cousins up in Maryland. She's like, okay, let's go. So we go, right?
Yeah.
I'm here, at first I showed my uncle, the one that's here right now because he lives up in Maryland, like lives in that same house.
Uh-huh.
So for a while, I'm chilling with him, talking, watching. I don't know what soccer game was on. I think it was like a Mexico game or like a Mexican league game, I
Okay.
think. But then I step back out and I'm chilling back in the boring kitchen, listening to random people talk and laugh. And this is gonna be the rest of my night.
Oh my god.
My cousin comes in, and then she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "You're here." I'm like, "Yeah." Her name is Jocelyn.
Your
She's
age
like,
or
"Huh?"
is she older than you or younger?
She's my age, like maybe like a few months.
Oh, okay, so she's our age.
Um, she's like, "Do you want to come, hang out with, other cousins in my room?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
Yeah, other cousins. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I guess like they noticed that I didn't have anything to drink to bring in like the new year and shit. Like so like my uncle was like, "Hey, here's a drink." I'm like, "Okay, thanks." Take a shot. My cousin served me another shot.
Oh shit.
And she's like, "Here, like let's actually toast it." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we toast and I take my second shot. Dude, I did not drink after that. Like after that, I'm like, "All right, whatever." I was done like drinking. Tell me why when it's time for us to leave, I'm walking out, and I guess like my mom's sister-in-law whispered to my grandma or something. She's like, "Look at Oscar. Look at Oscar. I think he's drunk."
Oh, she's that kind?
Huh?
She's that kind?
Probably, yeah, most likely. My grandma confronts me a few days later. She's like, "I have a question for you." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Did you get drunk the other night at your aunt Doris's house?" I'm like, "No, why?" And she's like, "Because." She's like, "Oh no." She was like, "How many shots did you take?" I'm like, "Just two." I'm like, "One that my uncle served me, and then another one with my cousin." She's like, "Oh." She's like, "Then why was Mari saying that you were drunk?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Me
That's
tiche."
rude.
I'm like, "Me tiche and chambrosa." Man,
Chismosa.
that's why I don't when my mom was like, I'm gonna go to Mari's house. I'm like, okay, have fun. You don't want to go? No.
Fuck that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
their kids are cool because one time I took a beach trip with them, and like the kids are cool. Like we actually like we're hanging out and stuff, but like nah, like
Wait, how? So is this Carlos' sister?
yes,
So how does she live out here and he live out there?
I don't know
So how come you never talk about your cousins?
because I don't hang out with them like that.
You should. Your cousin seems like
They
they're
moved.
cool.
And plus they moved out, dude. Like they're doing their own thing. Like I remember, I was invited to their one of them because there's two. It's two sisters. The older one, I think it was like 27. Yeah, it was 2017.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, que go bebés.
In 2017, she graduated from college.
Oh, Jocelyn?
No, her
Oh.
older sister. Her name is Catherine.
Oh, okay.
We call her Kati.
Okay. Same like my sister now.
Dude, because like dude, we never witnessed a college party we never witnessed a bunch of college kids get drunk like that. Like,
Woo!
because there was a bunch of college kids.
You thought Naeem was bad? Dude, let me take you to one of my UNLV parties. You'll regret it.
I was like, no, I regret it, like, because my sister, and here's the thing, my cousin, like, and her, I guess her friends were trying to invite, my sister to drink with them, and I guess because my sister's like, no, I don't vibe with you guys, I'm good.
Oh, was she
Like,
vibed with randos at the club?
But they weren't randos. She would go with, like, a group of friends.
Oh. But still, like, she's at a club.
Oh, did I tell you of the wild party that my brother threw?
The what?
The wild party that my brother threw once.
No.
So it was the summer of 2018, right? My brother and my he's estranged because I don't talk to him anymore because he's into like a bunch of like drugs and shit. So I don't like hardcore drugs. So, but like my brother and him were planning a party. No, at first it was a cookout. It was a cookout. And he's like, and then like my friend who's like Naeem flaked on my brother, dude. My brother was pissed. He's like, the heck? He was like, now how? Because my friend ended up going to, I think he went to Atlantic City that weekend. And he left my brother with a bunch of meat to grill.
Oh, hell no.
My brother was pissed. He was like, bro. He's like, you were supposed to help me. He's like, yeah, I know, but my brother and I came to Atlantic City. My brother, he's like, fuck. He literally went off on him. He was like, fuck you, blah blah blah. So then, like my brother, like with him and his little self, started grilling early. Like he actually had to prepare the meat and the sausage and all that shit. And it was a bunch of food. And he even told me, he's like, hey, dude, he's like, if you want to invite Naeem, you can. I'm like, because it's an open invite. Typical Naeem not picking up his phone. I couldn't get a hold of him the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I kid you not. There was almost a fight that broke out with like a bunch of dudes that like ended up showing up to that party. And my sister, because she had to like, because remember at this time my mom only had like 3 employees working in Virginia. My sister basically was like, all right, this was like around midnight. She's like, I'm leaving you guys alone because I have to wake up early to drop off the employees at the airport. Good night. She hears about the wild fight that almost broke out. like that. Like the party went on until like freaking 3 a.m. Dude, I felt so bad for my brother, bro. He was stuck cleaning the entire thing out by himself at night.
You didn't want to help him?
It was like grills and shit. And I don't know how to clean that stuff.
Oh,
Things with grills, I don't know how to clean because that's the one thing I didn't learn during my training was how to grill meat and stuff, which I thought would have been cool,
it's cool.
like events that, dude. So like an event that Naeem tried to throw fell through and it was canceled because the center didn't like Naeem.
Oh, that's a familiar phrase.
And then yeah, that was because Naeem was gonna throw a big shebang at the center. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna grill, blah blah blah."
How much you want to bet
And
he flaked on himself?
oh no, the plans were set. They were set. All they needed was the money to be approved by the assistant director because she was the one that was in charge of the money. But because her and Naeem beefed,
Oops.
she's like, you know what? She's like, because you're being immature right now, I'm canceling the cookout. No money.
See, if I was Naeem, I'd have been like, bitch, because I'm petty. Remember, I would have spent my own money just to go and make the cookout happen. I would have. Because I'm a petty bitch.
So like, yeah, everyone was like disappointed because they were like, because again they planned something out for that weekend, and like one of the students was like, wait a second, I thought the cookout was that Saturday. He's like, oh well, if you guys didn't know, the cookout was canceled.
That's funny.
That's what I told him. I'm like, see, this is what you get for beefing with people that you shouldn't be beefing with. I'm like, you have to. I'm like, you had to be irresponsible, showing up late to classes, always being in. It's kind of like you know how you got that bad kid in school and they're always
Yeah.
at the principal's office like every freaking day.
Yeah,
That was Naeem at the center.
that's so funny.
Like,
I like when we're live just telling a bunch of random ass stories and people are like,
well, I'm making up for time because freaking Argentina, man, that was a boring game. I was disappointed.
the viewers are like, who's this Naeem dude? What's this
They
center?
know who Naeem is.
Oh, they probably do. They're like, what's this center? Who's this director? Who's the sister now? Who's the step bitch? Who's the... So I came up with a solution for my daddy. I don't think he's going to take it. But I think, here's what I should do to make him feel better. I'm going to tell him I'll do a separate photo shoot where I'll go take photos at the place. And if you want to be in it, great. And then what I'll tell them to do is when you guys go take your photos,
You
I'll
really
tell them
can't
to...
swallow 5 minutes.
No. I'll tell them to Photoshop. I'll tell them
It's
to
my favorite
Photoshop.
no when you tell me I don't know why, but whenever you say no on a live stream, I find it funny.
But anyway, I'll tell him that they can Photoshop me in however they want to make it look like I was there.
No.
No, you don't. No,
Dude, I just say swallow your pride.
Huh?
It's just 5-10 minutes max.
no, not even 5 to you. This is how antisocial you are. You don't understand.
No,
Family
it's just
photo
I've never done family photos. So
dude, it takes like 5 minutes just to take one picture.
oh no. My family because my dad and my mom were never really happy with each other. We never took family photos like that.
Yeah, family photos studios because it's.
By the way, I have a question. I
studio.
have a question for you.
Professional studio.
Are you guys white or are you guys Mexican? Because only white people do that.
No, we've done that since we were little. Well, you see, We're lazy
Racist
Mexicans.
motherfucker.
We're lazy Mexicans, and we rather not do the work ourselves. So we employ white people.
Dude, I've only heard of people saying, "Oh, we have to take a family photo," from white people. My family and I, we never did that crap. Even when my dad left the picture, because my dad never liked to have fun.
I mean, because they try and get like professional, like looking, like whatever, like
Oh no, yeah, we were
professional
after
things. But
after,
dude,
after the whole entire.
it's always like,
Cause,
okay, Jason, here you stand here. Okay, I said if you could just shuffle your feet a little bit like this. Okay, now lean over like that. Okay, now you do this, and dude, it takes forever. Okay, let's try that. Okay, no, you know what? I don't like that angle. Let's try it. And you're like, son of a bitch. Okay, now we're gonna go sit on risers, and I'm like, and I'm gonna sit on the money I'm gonna steal from you, bitch. It's so long, dude. You could spend at least 3 hours minimum. So you want me to spend 3 hours, Oscar? Let's be real. Think about it really clearly. Do you trust me being around my stepmom for 3 hours in a professional photo studio without saying a mean thing or letting loose?
I don't know. Just have Coke on. Just keep on drinking Coke.
I told my dad that. He's like, no, you're gonna be fat. And I'm like, I'm also gonna be mad. Do you want me to tell your wife shit? But do you trust me not to let loose?
Eat donuts.
My dad's not gonna let me. You can't eat during the family photo.
So I would do it just to be an asshole. It's me eating donuts or nothing, bitch.
Bitch, they won't let me. So with
No,
those
that's what you. No, that's what I was. That's what I would tell your dad.
I told him, I'm like, dude, just have food and I'll shut up. He said no, because you also have to. Your teeth have to be like white and this. It's so weird. Because
I don't know. I don't smile. Like, dude, I'm Mr. Permascup when it comes to pictures. I'm like, I keep my lips sealed, and I'm like,
my family has to make me laugh or crave donuts.
like,
Oh,
dude,
see, there you go. I'm smiling.
It's so bad that my sister's like, yo, can you smile in your pictures? I'm like, no. She's like, why not? I'm like, I hate pictures.
But you're on camera all the time. That's a picture.
Okay, but I don't have to. I don't have to like be Mr. I don't like taking pictures with them.
Oh my god. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a wife and kids. Babe, can you smile? No, I don't like you guys. I'm gonna be like, Oscar, come on, it's your wife and kids. Jeez. Just put up a poster of Real Madrid and he'll smile.
Not even that. No, like I don't. And plus, okay, so this is another thing. Why I know I don't. I also don't smile in pictures either. When I was a kid, you know how freaking when you have baby teeth and they keep on growing out,
Yeah.
and like it's time for. I would smile, and they were like, "Can you like not smile during your pictures?" So that's how I molded it. Like after that, I'm like, I don't smile
That's
during
weird.
pictures because of that.
My brother has this weird fucking face he does. And for picture day one year, that's what the face that he took a normal picture. Then he took that one where it looks like a carrot is coming out of his face.
I hated my sister for the fact that she forced me to take my senior pictures.
Dude, those are your senior pictures.
And I care because.
Dude, that's like a memento.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
show it to your kids.
I remember the time that the school were discriminating against me. Great.
You guys had to do it at your school?
I don't remember where we actually did them.
No, because those you do at a studio.
No, again, I remember going to a studio. I just don't remember where.
Yeah, it's a studio, not your school.
I wanted to get my senior yearbook, but like because I didn't have SSI or access to my SSI at least.
Yeah.
I didn't
You know
know
there's
because
a website where they can reprint your yearbook?
I did not know that. Anyways, And
Yeah.
I didn't know how to fill out the disbursements of my trust until like
Oh.
later on, like much later on. I never got my yearbook. I never got my yearbook. I never ordered the DVD because my family forgot.
Huh. Hold on a second.
Dude, during my graduation, like for some odd reason, I was a stranger to most of those people, and then you hear 10,000 people, you hear that stadium rocking when they hear my name. I'm like, the fuck?
The fuck? The stadium didn't really scream for me. I would have figured they would have screamed like he's leaving. Nope, not even close.
I would have expected some people to boo me. That's what I really wanted. I wanted to be hated
What
so
the
bad that
fuck?
people would actually boo me.
You're some weird shit. You're just a weirdo. You're like frozen food. You're just so weird. You're like
You're like
canned food.
frozen food. I love my god. I love the comparison. I'm editing that clip out. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm frozen food. I'm done. No, yeah, I wanted to be hated. When people are like, we don't like you. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I guarantee you, like Casey McKenzie can tell me, by the way, we don't like you because you corrected our Spanish. I don't care.
I don't like you because you're alive. Oh.
With when my former supervisor, he's like, this is what you get for hanging out in a staff apartment when the rest are off the clock and you're on the clock. I'm like, okay, I don't care. He's like, I want you to care. I'm like, well, I don't. Sucks for you.
Well, I don't.
That's what I told him.
Hey, watch. I'm gonna text my dad. Old man, how about this? I don't want to be around. No, I won't do it that way. I have a solution for
So what
family.
if I have a question? What if you're at one end of the picture and your stepmom is at the other end? Would you be okay with that?
Because they're gonna put us together anyway. Because what they do, like one thing they do is they'll say, okay, like for example, let's say it's me, Isaiah, Kat, baby Mia, Regina, Dad, Ashley, Landon.
Uh
Me and
huh.
Landon will have a photo together with like Ashley. Isaiah will have one. Kat will have one with those two, and then they'll do like a combination with like the three kids or the two kids. So or yeah, the three kids: me, Ashley, Dad, Regina. And they might put me with Regina, or they might put the two girls together. However it is, but they'll
Yeah.
put it together at some point. And if I say nope, not doing it, come on, don't be a fuck bitch, Jay. Don't be a pussy. Or be like, well, I do like pussy, but so hold on. What if I go on a separate day or a separate time, do poses and whatever they want me to do, and they just Photoshop the photos and make it look as though, whoops, I was.
Or you know what you could do?
But
Have a picture of the Dodger player that lifted the trophy for the MLB when they won it in 2020. Look at it and you'll smile. You'll forget all about your stepmom's problems.
oh, see, I can only do that for so long because then my memory will go to this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dallas hasn't won in your lifetime,
No.
and the Golden Knights haven't. Well, they were close, but They haven't won in your lifetime.
Oscar,
yet.
I'm about to jump off this live stream.
I'm just saying.
It's getting me mad. Okay.
Anyway, hopefully tomorrow's stream isn't as boring. I hope it's competitive at least.
Oh yeah, it's tomorrow.
Again, if it's 2-0 at halftime in favor of France, I have no Naeem, I have no Jason, y'all. I'm ending the stream right then and there.
No, I'll be there for tomorrow because tomorrow I just have to take the test.
Tomorrow I have to wake up early anyway because I have a meeting with a dude from another community college. I'm trying to get more certificates with another school.
Okay. Let's see what my dad says to this proposal. I mean, he kind of ruined it for himself. Like my sister says it. Like,
well,
no,
I have an easier solution. Find a cutout of yourself and just use the cutout to go to the Photoshop.
I don't have a cutout. Well, like the one thing I'll say, like I always say this. My sister says it too. Like, dude, nobody wants to be around my dad, and it's not just really my dad. It's like the two of them. When you walk in their house, this whiff of energy hits you, dude. That's like dark, like miserable, like bad. Like it's like if someone like it's just so bad.
That's what he gets for marrying her. Shit.
That I know, and now it's like he's so lonely.
It's like my mom when my mom was going through tough times with her new husband, saying that like because he was treating her poorly. I'm like then why did you leave it? I'm like then why did you marry him then? I'm like because dude they were together for like 5 years before they tied the knot.
Wait,
I'm like why don't you leave him and just block him out of your life?
When did they get married?
2019.
Oh. Well, here's
no. Was it 2019? 2018. No, 2018, my bad.
Well, because she cheated on your dad with him, so. Which I still find it hypocritical of your dad that, your mom cheats, that breaks up the family. But he's okay with him cheating, but not with your mom cheating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like hypocrite asshole.
They're weird.
Fuckface. Anyway.
They were so weird that they were still being friendly towards each other, and I literally had to kick my dad out of the house.
Oh my god!
I remember I was hated for them. They were like you're rude. I'm like, rude how? They're like, you can't tell him to leave. I'm like, yes I can. He doesn't live here.
Technically, I mean, if we want to be technical, no, because your mom is the one who rents the house. So,
but do you think that after all that he did to her, like beating her and all that, do you think that I don't have a right to step in?
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but if your mom is okay with him being there and they're just being friendly, you want divorced parents.
He would spend the night in her bed.
I say let them. They want to fuck around, let them. Let them.
No, I was like my mom and my dad. They were like, oh, we can't. Like my dad would be like there was like a year where he was like, yeah, I can't. He's like, he would ask me for permission. He's like, can I step in? I'm like, sure, I don't care. And he's like, oh, okay, you won't say anything about you? And I'm like, no, because like my sister even told me, she was like, yeah, you really can't say it. Like you shouldn't say anything because you're really mean. I was like,
it's not only that you're mean, it's just like it's their fucking life. Let it go. Like, I wish my parents were friendly, dude. Like, I wish. Like,
oh no, look at them now. They hate each other.
Well, yeah.
And
maybe you were part of the cause. Just saying.
No, I'm not part of the cause. Well, you know what's part of the cause? It was you know what was part of the cause? It was part of the cause was my mom being petty. That's why sometimes I hate when you're petty. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you're exactly like my mom. Petty.
Your mom would love me. I tell her, I'm like, let's go be petty. Oh, I have. So this is how much Duncan is a fucking god. Let me tell you something.
Oh god.
So I've been having trouble putting in my classes. Like it just keeps giving me this weird message that my search results don't match my criteria, right? So I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I call Duncan. Duncan calls me when I'm in the shower. So I text him, dude. I'm like, hey, if you can find these classes, if you can find the online version of this one, whatever, that'd be great, dude. He finds all my classes and he's like, bro, I found you all online. I'm like, no, you didn't. Dude, I go online. Duncan found me 3 out of 4 classes on fucking line.
Dang. That was
I'm like,
clutch.
dude, you're a fucking god. I only have to go in Mondays and Wednesdays from 11:30 to 12:45. And then
Yeah,
I
you're not
can
you're not
leave.
gonna show up on time.
No, I always show up on time for school. It's weird. If I'm late, it's because of public transport. Literally getting me to the school late.
Did I
But
ever show up late in college? I don't think I did.
yeah, and blind people, we like to show up early. Because we like to get to our seat and not look like a bunch of idiots fumbling with our hands and shit.
Or finding an open seat and accidentally sitting in a desk that already has a person.
And you're like, this seat feels a little more cushy. Hey, it has arms.
My favorite spot in college in the college classrooms is in the back towards the door.
Huh?
My favorite seat in the class in the college lecture halls is in the back towards the door.
The back of the room?
Yep. Towards the door.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I do it to where I can hear the professor because those auditoriums can be huge. And some professors don't use the fucking microphone that's on there. That it's at the front. So I can't hear. And I record classes so then I can go back and I would see that's what I don't miss. Having like I love having the lectures on Zoom or like because then I could just record on the phone and da da da. But also I like having the lectures pre-recorded because it's like yeah they may be very 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 boring but I can get what I need out of them.
wait, you're allowed to record your professor without you knowing?
Dude, it's accommodations. It technically doesn't say I can record. However, what it does say is I can use my technology. And what's part of technology? Recording. So yeah, I can record an entire class session if I wanted.
I remember that they had that when I was in high school. They had that in my IEP. That I was able to record, but then they were like, wait a second, you record your? I'm like, yeah, because it's in my IEP. You can't do that anymore. I'm like, why not? It's in my IEP. They're like, because we need to get like a bunch of consent forms from like the students that like talk during the recording.
No,
I'm like,
no, they don't. No, they do not. Because technically, see, this is why you should have known me in the past.
no. It was more of because I remember, I don't know, because in
No.
ninth grade, because during my IEP, in my IEP, and this is what my what do they call that? My vision teacher would tell me.
Yeah.
Look, because every week I had to submit some sort of like notes to her, to prove that I actually listened in class. Because there were times where she caught me way too many times just sitting there with my head down, not doing anything on my braille note. So she was like,
She should see you now.
she's like, she's like, Oscar. I'm like, what? She's like, you should be taking notes. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. She's like, you know what? I need you to prove to me that you're actually taking notes. I'm like, what now? She's like, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna put it in your IEP. I'm like, uh-huh. She's like, you're gonna do these 4 options. In what order? I don't care what you do, what notes you do, like in what order. You're gonna do 1 week where you're gonna write them on your braille note. I'm like, okay, it's simple enough. Another week, you're gonna do it on your laptop. I'm like, oh, because they used to give me like crappy ass laptops with JAWS.
Okay, cool,
Oh,
bebés. You can get a soda.
I'm like, really? I'm like, on my laptop, people are gonna read my notes. Like she's like, I don't care. You're gonna do notes on your laptop. I'm like, fine. She's like, another week, you're gonna record.
Oh my
Another
god.
week, you're gonna record. And another week, you're not just gonna record, but you're gonna record and write. I'm like, record and write? She's like, yes. I'm like, what's the point of recording what's the point of writing if I'm recording? She's like, it'll improve your listening and writing skills at the same time.
That's
I'm like, okay, I guess. So then I would submit the notes to her, but the following year, which got me even more confused, because that was the understanding that I would get with that teacher. Is because they kept on switching me around with another VR teacher. So like that teacher was like, you can't record. I'm like, what do you mean I can't record? I was like, it's part of my IEP, and I have like, and I've been doing this for the past year. She was like, yeah, but there's a lot of laws and all that. I'm like,
no.
are you sure that this is true? Because I've been doing this for a year, and I kid you not, I've been doing it for a year. Because according to me and according to the other teacher, it was okay. And she even got the consent from the teacher themselves. She's like, no, there's a lot of laws. You have to get consent because, what if a student gets recorded and they don't want to be recorded? I'm like,
That's not their problem. Because if it's in your accommodation, they can't deny you that right. And not only that, it's public property. It would be different if you were like at her house. Or you're at a classmate's house and you're in their room, then yeah, there's like a lot of shit like, hey, also, is Virginia a one-party state or a two-party state?
mm-hmm.
You need to know that. But even if it's a even if it's a two-party state, you can negate that. Because if it's a public forum, you can record all you want. Even if a student gets recorded, which is impossible, you could take it out, but you're not going to edit a class recording.
I mean, the year that I actually spent, when I would record the notes and stuff like that, students never like complained about it either. Because I'm like, I did warn them. And even the teacher warned them. They're like, by the way, if you guys don't want to be recorded, don't talk. And there were certain students that were like, that would talk, but it seemed like they didn't care. Because they didn't mention, oh, we don't want to be recorded.
Well,
even in biology, dude, what sucked was that the teacher kept on rotating the seats for the other students. But every quarter semester or whatever. Because I had the best classmate, bro. She would literally like read me everything that was on the board. And it was the first day I didn't ask her, and I didn't even know her that well either. Like,
I love those classmates.
Like, she literally was like, this says this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't ask, but thanks. I was like, oh, but then like the teacher moved around. I'm like, and they got me a student that didn't like, when I would miss certain things, I would ask, I'm like, can you repeat what the teacher just said? And they're like, I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah, that's why recording works, because it's like you can go back. Yeah. I was told by a professor once I couldn't use technology. I was like, listen, if you use technology in this class, I use technology in this class. He's like, what? I'm like, put down the smartboard remote.
That is exactly what I would have said to.
Pick up the marker, and I'll put this down.
Pick up your chalk. Pick up your chalk, because it used to be the chalkboard.
And I told him, I was like, you do that, I'll bring I will bring a slate and stylus when I showed him what it is, and I won't use any technology. He shut up.
Man, I remember in elementary school, everything was done via the chalkboard.
Yeah, me too. And then in 2009,
Was when they started. It was either the chalkboard or you remember the little overhead thing, like the overheader, whatever they
projector.
call it.
Yep, the
Yeah,
projector.
that
And
where
it
they
would
had
make a
to
loud noise when you put it
they
down.
had to dim the lights.
Mm-hmm. And then it would make a loud noise. Boom.
Huh.
Well, in 2009, here in this school district, they introduced smart boards to all the teachers. It was the funniest shit. Like, the younger teachers figured it out. They're like, oh. I walked into a classroom and saw an old teacher trying it, and I'm like, woo! I thought Gabriel Iglesias had the best comedy. My friend was like, get out. Yeah. I'm not ready, dude, to go back to. I mean, I heard this teacher's really sweet.
No,
But dude, you have to do
don't overestimate that sweetness. Then don't pull a Naeem. Don't pull a Naeem where he gets an extra credit assignment, and instead of talking about 4 songs, he only talks about 3 songs. He uses one of the same songs twice. He only gets like 75% of the credit.
No, I'm not Naeem, dude. I'm not lazy.
Naeem, like the teacher, like she's like, what? She literally was like, you really insulted my intelligence. Smacks him across the head with the pieces of paper.
I'd have been like, Miss, put down the paper and use your hand. Oh, if you don't want to do it, hold on. Oscar, come here.
No, when he told me that, I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. I'm like, there are a bunch of simple songs. In fact, dude, I'm like, in fact, and I'm like, you could even talk about freaking Ring Around the Rosie and talk about how that actually is a hidden message for, like, I think it was like the Vietnam War, I think.
No way.
It's one of the wars, and I don't know if it's the Vietnam War specifically, but I know it's one of the wars from like the 80s, those times.
Oh, the Korean Gulf War. It's the Gulf War.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, here's the I mean, I'm just not ready for, like, dude, we have to give presentations. I've been so used to, for 2 years, doing a presentation on Zoom or filming it, editing it, and then sending it. Now I have to actually, like, because before I'd have to stand in front of a classroom, ask a DRC person to come into the classroom with me, and then I'd have to rehearse, like, okay, I'm going to say this line here, and I'd have to make presentation notes for them so that they knew when to switch the slides, and then we'd have to rehearse it, and then I'd have to have, like, a Braille note to remember everything. Now I have the Braille display, so now I'll just connect it to a computer and leave it at the desk, which is kind of cool.
No,
but, like, now I have to do that. And dude,
I remember my English teacher. She made us do a PowerPoint just, for the heck of it. And I guess like my VR teacher didn't understand. She's like, by the way, I'm gonna teach. She's like, when you do this presentation, because she actually helped me out with like doing the presentation and shit, because I didn't know how to do PowerPoint on JAWS. She was like, you're gonna do this, this, and this. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're gonna present this, right? I'm like, no. I'm like, apparently she just wants to do the PowerPoint just for practice. She's like, what? I'm like, dude, you know the most awkward PowerPoint I had to do with that VR teacher?
What?
I had to Google search Pan and Sin, the Greek gods, or the Greek god and the nymph.
Okay.
Dude, I literally I'm like, I don't know what this. So when I looked up Pan, it literally said Pan is known for trying to rape sin. I'm like, I told myself, I'm like, do I really write that in the PowerPoint? I'm gonna get in trouble.
You could say like known for assaulting.
Yeah, I knew I had to bend the words.
No, an awkward thing was so I had a
Oh no, it
presentation.
didn't get it got even more awkward. So when I was looking up information about the MINF, only nude pictures of her would show up.
Oh, so Miss, are you sure you want that in there? Because I'll put it in there. But no, so this is my awkwardness. So this is college, is like my second year, and my friend's mom comes to like give her something, or I forget what happened, but she like works near the campus, so she just spent time with her for a little bit. And the professor's like, "Hey, I need you to find this because we were going over romance novels because that's what my fucking group chose. This is what happens when you pick a group of girls." And me and the other guy were like, "Fuck me." I'm like, "Hey." I'm like, "Let's do Fast and Furious." He's like, "How's that a romance movie?" I'm like, "Let's look at Paul and Mia." Or what was Paul's character's name? What the fuck?
Brian.
Brian. It's like, "Let's look at Brian and Mia." He's like, "Oh," and I was like, "And let's look at Dom and what's her name, and let's tie it at how they like handle the thing." And we came up with a strategy, right? Because we were gonna present on our PowerPoints, like, and me and him partnered up, and we took the next like 2 slides each or 3 slides each. Well, the teacher goes, "I want you to look at more romantic scenes if you can find any." I'm like, "Well, they're not gonna be that romantic. It'll be mainly like a affectionate little hug or whatever," and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the professor sends me like some links, and I'm like, okay. My friend's mom goes, because me and our group, well, most of the group had a test to do, but because I was ahead in the class, I didn't have to do the test, and the other dude didn't have to. I don't know why he didn't, but he just didn't. So he was like, "I'm just gonna go work in the library." I was like, "Okay." The girl's mom was like,
Oh, man,
"I'll
working
come
in
with
the
you."
libraries as a college student is the best.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Oh, they're nice. Difficult to find tables for yourself, but when you're blind. But anyway, so I go right. So her friend's mom. So my friend's mom is like, "I'll come and I'll help you," and I'm like, She's like, "I'm not that old, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, well," and I had to double take because by my second year of college, I'm like 20.
Yeah.
So my classmate is like 18. Her mom, so her mom's like 36. So I mean, really, my parents were way older, except my mom. She just like turned 40. My dad was way older. So I'm like, okay, I guess. And I'm like, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get us coffees. You stay here and click on the first couple links just to make sure they work." I'm like, "Okay." Dude, the first link is a makeout scene with I forget these two in a couple in a novel, in a movie or short film. And like the dude is like fondling her boobs and she's like reaching in his shirt, and I'm like, "Oh, they work. They work just great." So then the other one, I'm like, this other one can't be so bad. Yeah, it's her naked riding him. And I'm like, "Yo!" And I'm like, she's like, "So do they work?" I'm like, "Oh, they work. Yeah. I don't feel like watching them in front of you." She's like, "Well, let me watch them." I'm like, I don't want to be in front of you when you watch." She's like, "It's fine. How bad could it be?" I'm like, I wouldn't play it in front of middle school or high school students.
Yep.
That's the big thing. She's like, "What haven't they seen?" I'm like, "What is?" So I'm like, "Fine." Here.
What they haven't seen.
I show her the makeout video, right? And I figured she'd be like, "Oh, okay, whatever." She turns me around to face her. And she's like, "Do you know what he did wrong at first?" I'm like, "Well, considering it started in the middle of the makeout and not at the beginning, because I found a link similar to that one, and it started with him just going in for the makeout. Like, I don't know if it was like a film, like whatever
Mm-hmm.
movement the director wanted. She's like, no, he should have done this, and she like dead ass like hugs me,
What?
and
Awkward.
then I'm like, well, if you want to try out this scene, I don't think this is the place. And I told my friend, I'm like, dude, your mom, how do I put this? Is she married? She's like, oh, no, her and my dad separated a while back. I'm like, oh, that explains it.
That explains. Oh, yeah, that explains it.
She's like, why? I'm like, so I showed her the links. She's like, I'm like, yeah, your mom wanted me to show her the links, and when I showed her both links, she was asking me questions and trying to demonstrate things. She's like, oh, I mean, even when she was with my dad, she was like that, but yeah, yeah, it was
No.
and it was awkward because it was like, talk about the sex scene in detail, like what did you find it, and I'm like, in a like literary sense, and I'm sitting here like, listen, you can go. She's like, oh no, you need a female's touch on this. I'm like, we've got
You need a female's touch.
and I'm like, not to be mean, but we've got your daughter and like 5 other girls in the group. There's enough female touching on this. She's like, no, you need it. Okay.
That's funny. You're
I'm like,
awkward.
wow.
No, I never. The classes that I took, they never had us do group projects. So,
Oh, aren't you a lucky bitch?
I mean, so for my because I remember I took a sociology class. I think it was like my second semester of my freshman year of college. So like the teacher put us in a group, and I was in a group of girls. I'm like, ah, crap. I'm like, of course this is happening to me.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
So then, like, I was like, they were like, let's exchange numbers. I'm like, eesh. I'm like, this is just gonna be. I'm like, I'm probably just gonna be the me where I'm closed off and I don't even participate in the little group chats. Preppy white bitches.
Oh no. Fuck.
Unfortunately, so at my college, at the community college, there was a flood. There was a flooding in the
Uh-huh.
buildings,
Yeah.
and they shut down the school for like a week.
Oh.
The teacher decides to switch it online, and
Oh.
I'm fighting with my what you call DR with my disability services counselor, because I'm like, hey, now that this is online, it's inaccessible. I need a reader. We can't provide. I'm like, you're providing a reader before I raise hell. She's like, well, I can't. It's not like if the teacher changes it online midway, that's on her. I'm like,
No.
but you want me to pass, right? Don't you? Yes. Provide me a reader. Fine.
Well, the way I would have handled that is, all right, listen, you're violating this law, that law. I have the Justice Department caps on the phone. We are getting ready to schedule an appointment. I don't think you want the Justice Department coming after you. So, how do you want to handle this? And they'll fucking go.
Either that or I had a simple solution. Go to her boss, because her boss was actually a little bit more accommodating at the time. Man, I missed that. I think she retired because
Yeah.
when I tried to reach out to her, because of the community college shit that passed last year, the same school.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to email her and call her, but like nothing. They're like, this number is out of service, or this email is out of service. I'm like, the heck? And
She
she's
knew
probably
you were
retired.
coming back. It went. Hold on.
She's probably retired. Oh no, she was my number one advocate. Like she actually like her boss, like the disability services boss. Like she basically put her in her place a couple of times during the meetings that we used to have.
Yeah, for girls that want my number in a group, I'll literally hand over my iPad and go put them in.
lo and behold, that one of the girls never even, because again the thing went online, and
Hmm.
I was like, you know what? Because for me, because we had to do like exams and quizzes, but you know how PDFs never worked well with our stuff well, and I'm like, crap. So I didn't want to spend like a week reading the book, like reading the entire chapter, because it would, with my technology, it would have moved super slow because it was PDF. I'm like, all right. I'm like, are you guys okay with like doing like study sessions so we can fill out the study guide and stuff like and shit like that? Like, I actually really do need it because my stuff isn't accessible. They're like, yeah, sure. One of the girls would show up. Just only one girl would show up. I'm like,
You
okay,
take what
cool.
you can get. That's my rules. You take what you can get. You know what I'm also not excited about? See, online, I'm able to like work with people, even girls, and they'll work with me because they don't know that I'm blind. They'll just like text me and we'll just get things done and that's it. When I'm in person, my eyes are rolling around like they're little balls that Naeem doesn't have. And
Isn't that all blind people though? Because my
no, because some people their eyes are not moving like 100% of the time. Mine are,
oh,
and
mine are too because
yeah,
of the nerve
and
damage.
I have a cane. So if you don't know that I'm blind, you're fucking dumb if when you see that. So they see that and they don't work with me, or they're less likely to respond, or they're not as good. But
No,
when they
I
don't know
never I
I'm
never
blind,
had a problem with that in in-person
no, I
classes.
do, I do. When they do know I'm blind, like but when they don't, I'm like, what? Okay, so all right, well, I'm gonna go
Yep.
because
This live stream. It went from watching to.
basically almost a 3 hour live stream. Well, it'll be.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
so
almost.
0 views.
I turned on. I turned on my caps lock by accident. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Depending on how bad it is, I'll probably end the stream early. Now, if Naeem tags along,
Oh,
this will be fun.
oh yeah, because I mean, we could just make balls jokes all day.
Make balls jokes. Apparently, roast him about his love life.
Did he break up with her?
I need to clip that response though. I'm like, look, because I actually did tell him. I'm like, dude, I really roasted your girlfriend, so you better. I'm like, at least I have a hotline that wants me. You don't have a girl that's even hot.
Oh! Ah! Ah! The only thing that's hot about her is the food she eats. That's hot.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh! If some feminist ever comes across your channel,
I'm gonna get canceled.
you
I'm gonna end up in YouTube jail.
you're gonna put yourself next to mine. Oh, that's funny. Anyway,
Yep.
all right, dude. I'm gonna get back to studying.
All right, dude.
All right, dude.
All right, y'all. We're out of here.